guys, today is day 2 of Klutch Kickers. Today's the competition day. We qualified 21st place and ended up in a decent spot in the bracket. The judging was definitely different yesterday, and there's a lot of low scores and then like a couple really high scores. So it was like just a really weird bracket, really weird qualifying. But fortunately, we ended up out of 64 people, we ended up with the same 2 guys that I battled last time. We've got Taylor Hull for our first battle in 64. For some reason, I don't really understand yet, he packed up and left after his first run. He didn't even do a second qualifying run. Did one run, packed up and left. He didn't have his regular pro car because Irwindale's next weekend, so all the pro guys already have their cars back in California. And so we have basically several guys that either didn't show up because of pro or didn't bring their pro cars. So for some reason Taylor Hull left, which means I get a bye run. And my second battle is most likely against Mike Pollard, Magic Mike, who I battled last time. We did it one more time, and so I'm excited to have that battle. I just don't have any easy path to top 16 or really to the top at all. So yeah, I'm excited because I enjoy driving with these guys. But at the same time, sometimes it's nice to have like an easy path to top 16 and then battle out with some tough guys at that point. But the bracket definitely didn't stack in my favor this time. So we'll go do our battles just like we always do and see how it goes.
Show, but it's not required. 5-minute calls. Webb will be at the track exit. Noah will be at the burnout box. Let one of them know you do not put hands on your car till one of our pit timers is there. And don't. I haven't.
All right, so some unfortunate events happened. I feel really bad about this, but this cursed Cresta blew another motor. Trenton did really good in qualifying, and last night, well, after the run, they found out that the cylinder 3 had melted. The piston on cylinder 3 had melted. Which one is it? Oh, there it is, broken ringland. So they decided to stay up all night and get the motor torn out, and I think they found another block and all that stuff. And then the cam cap bolts wouldn't bolt back in, and there's just too many problems that they ran into, and they found another block and all this stuff, and they got really close to getting it all done, but it didn't work out. So that's a super bummer. I feel really bad about it. So we're trying to figure out how to get him set up. He's driving again next weekend also. So but yeah, big up to those guys that stayed up all night and got the car going. Not got it going, but like gave it their best effort. They just ran into things that were not able to overcome. So I'm gonna grab my tires. I've got some like Gilly 123S's here. This is what was my secret sauce last time to get it going, so hopefully that works this time. Hey buddy, I don't have any words right now. I feel so bad about this situation. Trenton did so good in qualifying. I was like watching, I was like, oh my gosh, he was like on point, on the line and everything. And then the first lap, the, what's it called? The boost controller hose came off. Boost line. I have no idea how high it boosted, probably 35 pounds. Yeah. And it was like, the ECU cut it, but I guess not soon enough. And so it looks like it damaged the motor. Because on his second run, he goes out and he was online again, very good, but the car was down like at least one cylinder, pouring oil. Yeah. It was bad news.
We coated the track. I feel really bad for the boys out here.
Dang. But yeah, so they stayed up all night, got the motor out, and found out that cylinder 3 broke a ringland. So these are GTE pistons and rods and everything, and they're usually pretty strong, but there's only so much you can do against the whirlwind force of a 35 pounds on a GTX turbo.
Or the lack of putting a 1 cent zip tie online.
So he's got an event next weekend, so they're gonna get everything put together and get this car going. Does it drive pretty good?
Oh yeah.
When it drives?
Yeah, once it's out here, it's good to go. I think
JZX,
like,
you're the JZX king. You know exactly what to do behind the wheel of a JZX.
You know, honestly, like it's not exactly my setup alignment-wise, but like I was able to run the line exactly like I wanted to yesterday. So I'm happy with how we did for no practice in the car whatsoever.
That's true. Yeah, basically you had what, 4 or 5 practice laps?
Yeah.
And then you go right on track and lay down a really good qualifying line. Is this the party fuel?
No, yeah, everybody said bring lots of beers, so we made sure we stockpiled for all the boys helping out last night.
So it's time for practice. I'm gonna grab my tires and then go get the car on track. I'm already missing part of practice, but I'm not trying to put down too many laps. I just need to get the car dialed, make sure my line's good, and then sit back and wait for comp. Taylor Hull is not here anymore. Our first battle was with Taylor Hull. That was his pit space. Looks like he rolled out. I'd heard maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I'm not sure, but it's kind of looking at this point like I got a bye run on my first one. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of sitting around today. My second battle is gonna be with Mike Pollard, which last time we had some really good back and forth battles. He did end up winning, but it was more of a battle of attrition. I don't think he had a major advantage other than I made one mistake. So if I can keep it consistent, we got a good chance of going against him. My car's almost the same, other than not being broken this time. Well, like the subframe cracked in half, so here's to hoping. I'm gonna go put down a few laps and give it my best. So I'm about to head out for practice. I'm not gonna run the Achilles yet. I'll probably put them on for my last lap of practice just to feel it out. I got my music blaring. I'm gonna turn on some tunes and just get in the zone and start focus, 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 focus. It's kind of weird that Denofa and Gittin have their cars out here in Florida when Irwindale is next weekend. So I think that guy's got a lot of driving to do to get out there, to get all the way to Los Angeles in a week. Yep, it's one of those times. I just gotta focus, focus, focus. I know how to do this. Just do it.
I'm just
I took the car out to do a couple laps and started misfiring again. Not bad, but just a little bit. So I'm gonna pull this all apart again, check the spark plugs, and dry it out. Hey, Colton showed up just in time to patch that bumper back together. Every time. All right, so Trenton just went up against Ben Julian, and literally got the car done like 10 minutes before the battle. Everything was good. It was running really good. He did his follow run first, and it was like really, really good. He did a great job on his follow run. Then in his lead run, he was doing really good, and then Ben hit him. And I don't know exactly why, but they gave Ben the win. But there was some damage on the car. Sad day for sure. This is what I was worried about, that something like this would happen. But the taillight didn't break. Man, that's a bad spot to get hit.
No, that's nothing but a frame yank away. Hey, tell him about the pole in the yard. Tell him about the pole in the yard.
It's not gonna get that out.
No. Well, blackjack machine, frame machine's a little bit.
That was good driving though. Trenton did a great job driving. The car sounded like it was good. All the boys stayed up all night getting the car done. So it's got a different engine in it. Here's all the leftover parts from everything else. Stuff everywhere. So it turns out I was wrong and Trenton didn't lose. He actually did get the win. So they must have faulted Ben for hitting him, which I think is fair. They both had decent runs. Ben maybe a little bit better in the lead. Ben maybe did a little bit better in the chase, but like it wasn't a huge margin, but Ben did hit him. And I feel like that was a big deduction and the judges agreed. So I misunderstood. So I'm super stoked. Trenton's going up against Ethan Hodges next. And I think they're pretty well matched. So he's got a good chance to get all the way to top 16. So the engine done and did all the work that night, and like it's cool when you do all that stuff and then get a little bit of redemption on top of that by winning a battle and moving on. So good job, Trenton. So we're about to go up against Mike Pollard for top 32. Him and I battled last time at the last event, so I'm pretty excited. I know that we're both pretty competitive, and I know what we need to do, and that's about it. Like there's no strategy, there's no nothing. It's just door-to-door battle. That's all there is to do. The car feels as good as it can. We dialed in a bunch of grip, and I'm just going to go fast and then try and stick it to him. And my lead line, I'm good at putting it in all the zones, in all the spots. The only thing I got to focus on is getting my entry and getting out as far as I can, so I don't cut the line or anything. But I don't know what to say. I'm excited. Like, not nervous, nothing. Just like straight up excited because I love battling with Mike Pollard, Magic Mike.
Yeah, it looks like Brandon's trying to get a slight rolling start, but he's able to stay almost right there with Magic Mike. Magic Mike pulling about a car away as they enter. Magic Mike doing a great job trying to get deep into the outside zone, throw a lot of angle, taking out that inside clip, flicking into the touch and go. Brandon right there with him. Wow, inches away for the transition as they make their way through the second outer zone. Mike starting to pour on that thaw, that smoke. Brandon right there with him, almost putting that tire into the side of Magic Mike Pollard as they make their way through the third outer zone. I told you, man. You can't sleep on Brandon Whitnick.
No, you cannot. This is pretty much what I expected out of this battle.
In that Icon livery, S13 is going to lead Magic Mike, giving chase in his black and gold S14, and here we go. They both enter into outer zone. Wow, look at Magic Mike diving right into the door almost of Brandon Whitnick as they make their way through. Wow, Brandon doing a good job in that touch and go. He did tap it and kind of moved a little bit, but let's see here. Magic Mike diving right in that pocket, almost door to door, tire to tire, allowing room, just barely enough room for the transition. Magic Mike doing a beast of a chase run behind Brandon Whitnick.
And I thought Mike was going to go right into the back of Brandon Whitnick there on that final
with Pollard. We just did our run. I don't know, I felt like I could have been closer. I felt like he was really close. I called my dad on the radio. He said that he was up in the air. The judges are taking a while to figure it out, so I'm hoping for one more time. I don't know. It was a really good battle. It was close. We'll see how it goes, though. So they gave Pollard and I a one more time. I can't believe it. We did this last time. It's always a one more time. I love it. I couldn't ask for a better. Oh man, I mean obviously I want to win, but like I love it. I could go one more time with Mike all day. Love it. So he went to go change tires. I'm on my best tires. It's the only pair of Achilles that I have, so I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. Maybe I'll drop pressure a little bit, but I'm feeling good. There's not much I could have done better. At this point, it's just keep doing what I do and hope I overcome.
Right there with them as they enter into the first outer zone. Magic Mike doing a great job trying to get deep into that first outer zone with Brandon Whitnick right there with them. There you go, Magic Mike flicking in. A little shallow into the touch and go, but there you look at Brandon Whitnick diving right into the door almost of, side by side coming through the second outer zone, flicking into the third and final outer zone. Magic Mike doing a great job hanging it right out on the edge. But Brandon Whitnick right there. Oh man, I could see this going again.
Oh.
Easily going one more time.
This is incredible. I mean,
small, so it allows the chance for the lower horsepower guys to catch up. But here we go. Magic Mike diving in right on the back bump. Wow, look at him surging forward, but maintaining that constant, almost constant proximity as they work their way. Brandon doing a great job in that touch and go. Here you go, Magic Mike diving in for the attack. Whoa, I don't know if he made contact, but he's right there, neck and neck as they make their way into the third and final outer zone. Magic Mike applying as much pressure as possible, but Brandon putting down a great lead run.
after our first one more time battle with Mike Pollard, we had really close tandems. We were both, you know, on each other's door. Very few mistakes from both of us, and so they decided to send us one more time. So 2 one more times, just like we did last round, 2 one more times, and I love it. I love driving one more time with Mike Pollard. I could do it any day, anywhere. I love it. So let's see what happens. One more time.
But right now, the guys that are in the cars is Mr. Magic Mike Pollard as he initiates. Look at Brandon Whitnick almost right into the door of Magic Mike as they make their way through the first outer zone. Magic Mike just nicking that inside cone, flicking in nice and deep into that touch and go. And here we go, diving in is Brandon Whitnick. He wants to attack here. Magic Mike doing a great job of not letting Brandon catch up. And here we go, Brandon right into the door of Mr. Magic Mike Pollard as Magic Mike leads the way. Brandon Whitnick gives chase close behind.
What happened there?
Interesting line that it seemed like for Brandon Whitnick going.
Too early. I don't know. I think he's going to get the win. I'm not giving up though. I'll give it my best.
Like you said before, that drone sees all and tells all. As they make their way down the track, Brandon Whitnick is going to lead. Mike Pollard's going to give chase and be aggressive. Looking right, almost right on the door of Brandon Whitnick, coming through the outer zone number 1, side by side, only maybe a few inches away from each other. And here we go, flicking it into the second outer zone. Mike diving in for the attack right there with Brandon Whitnick as they make their way through the second outer zone. They're flicking it into the third and final outer zone. There you go, Magic Mike. Wow, Brandon Whitnick kind of slow into that third outer zone, but Magic Mike holding it together, applying the pressure. Hats off to these drivers. The third one more time battle
has been I'm up to.
So after our one more time, our second one more time, they gave Mike the win. I knew immediately on my follow run that I made a huge mistake. I transitioned early between outer zone 2 and outer zone 3, and so I went a little bit shallow into the dirt. The judges said I straightened out. I don't know if I straightened out or not, but either way, it was a mistake. And our battles were so close. All it took was one little mistake, and that was it. That was the mistake that the judges needed to go in his favor. And I think that's what happened last time with us too. Mike's definitely, I have to say, he's a more consistent driver. If he can do it 3 times without a mistake, every time I do it 2 times, then make a mistake on the third run. So congrats to Mike. He did a really great job driving. I come here for fun. I also come here to win. So I had fun, didn't win. At least I got something out of it. And I really plan on coming back next year and doing more and more and more of this. Unlike when I was in Formula D, when I come to Klutch Kickers, I feel like I'm getting something out of it that I actually wanted. In Formula D, I was chasing something, and I never really found what it was that I was chasing, and so I just stopped doing it. But here in Klutch Kickers, I feel like it's got everything that I'm looking for. So shout out to Klutch Kickers. I really appreciate what you guys have developed. And, you know, on top of that, we're in Florida. I love it. I'm sitting on the beach right now talking about our competition yesterday. And, like, I love it. It's great. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video if you like it. And stay tuned because we will have more for you. Bye.
Yeah.
And over.
Oh,
and over.
we got a burnout by Brandon Whitnick.
Brandon
there.
Whitnick. He's not upset. He's happy.
Yeah.
That's a happy man right there because he knows he went out swinging.
Oh, I have a hamburger.